All right, all right. So check it out. Listen, important. Kind of get you a little skinny now. For my folks that follow, and you know who you are, and you know your neo within your ripple effect, meaning you informational, you need it. People listen to you. People come to get healing and stuff. You're under fire. Got it out. Even if you ain't prepping towards, you're gonna be. Right? If we, if some of us are coming, this is why some of us are coming out. Me, Q, a lot of us. All right, to get harassed like this. Now watch this. To prep you because it's like so you don't get in that state like go look at Cappy, go look at the young lady who passed away, left her daughter in the boat. All right, she just drowned and stuff like that. There's reasons. Right? You drove these people crazy. Right? Propaganda. So let's talk about it. One of the greatest movies you need to watch. Greatest movies for this time, and could be because it's life saving. It works. 12 Monkeys. Mel Gibson. Watch every movie Mel Gibson is. I'm saying had him in Lethal Weapon. Many wouldn't think that Lethal Weapon. No, that ain't God. That, stop. Don't do that. Go look at the movie because it's the principles that's being illustrated in there. But the is for to keep you entertained. Now that you've been entertained off of it, you're like, oh, I watched that movie because it's entertaining. You know? And Bruce and Danny, them, good people. And you know what I'm talking about? Feel like, you know what I'm saying? So you relate to them. Look at the implications, what the things they're trying to say. You got gang wars in there, gang fight today. How they deal with it, what they dealing with. Apartheid in there, division, divide and conquer. See what I'm talking about? And you got him in Passion of Christ, right? With the 12 monkeys. 12 monkeys for my spiritual one. Right? 12 monkeys. Right? I understand. I'm going to tell them because they can't stop you. They can't. Need you more than anything. They need you to when they mess with your internet, because you got all your stuff on it, just make a video and blast the company out that's making it, because they got to get paid. Enough people know that, wow, they'll use this if they don't like what I'm saying or like what I'm doing, and they in between the law, and it falls in between the law, and it's not unlawful and stuff, but they'll do this to me. That shows you that, you see what I'm talking about? So then when we find out, okay, you'll do that, you'll use that, because we trying to figure out, you're hearing get electric cars and stuff like that, and they do the kill switch and that stuff not gonna be effective because what you'll do is, you know what I'm saying, it's a balance. So you keep doing it to enough people keep talking about these electric cars being messed with because the higher powers don't like what it are. Okay, cool. We speak about it. Shut the company down, go back to a gas car. You know what I'm talking about? Or another EV. That's why so many other EVs not allow one person to monopolize the EVs that they try to. You know what I'm talking about? So that they can do that, and you can't kind of cry to nobody. Whoever you crying to, they know they doing it. But you gotta, you see what I'm talking about? So make it viable for all EV suppliers and things like that. You see what I'm talking about? All right, cool. Now, um, the whole objective with the digital, use it as a weapon towards you. Shut your stuff off. Da da da. Turn all that stuff on. Yeah, turn on much as you can, much as you can afford and stuff like that. Watch your bill and stuff like that. Why they listening in on you, watching in on you through your cameras and stuff like that. You see what I'm talking about? It confuses their system and how they look because they got to. It makes them work. It's not saying that they can't do and all that kind of stuff. They can't. They're hackers and all that stuff, but it makes them work. You do the work too. Disconnect your time. I just leave the damn Wi-Fi on, knowing they driving around, and they think it's like 5 to 10 minutes. I leave it down for about 3, 4 hours. No, you see what I'm talking about? Because you got other things and stuff. Using other apparatus that don't need a Wi-Fi stuff. They don't need one. Some of the industry ones, that's good. They say thank you so much to some of y'all asked me to get on Candy Crush. And I just don't play games. I don't do all that kind of stuff. If anything, I'll play some chess and stuff like that. But I don't play games and even you can make money and you don't need all that. That keep yourself in shape. Get yourself in good physical shape. Purpose. It's, we're talking about alignment, mind, body, and soul. You understand? So you being out of shape works against you because that's the one thing you're worried about. Your weight, I'm too good, that this, that. not flexible, not able to do, because you want to be able to switch up and, you know, da da da. You want to be on top of things. You know what I'm saying? But you out of breath, out of weight, da da da. No, you're an athlete. Think about that. Look at Nia. He was an athlete in them. You know, from the immediate thing you have to do. Keep your mind straight. The things that's going to disturb you at one point in time, it never did drive. I just was like, damn. Who? It took me a while to figure out, man, yeah, you didn't touch you didn't touch some dumb rich fuckers. Some idiots. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while. Cause I was like, dang, steady got this flow like this. Somebody gotta be paying somebody some big time. You know what I'm saying? So get over that quickly rather than later, like, you know, because if somebody would have told me, yeah, this is a, you know, product of being this so-called famous in our world. Like that. Don't buy into that crap. Don't buy into that. But that's where the nonchalant gets even better, because, you know, I know my energy already when I ignore people and all that stuff. Watch when I got this. That's the beauty of, you know, of your training, accepting it for what it is, the goods and bad. Because first wife, that was her killer. Shit, Smith. So you learn from your ops. That ignore game, if anything, that ignore game. You know what I'm talking about? Especially when them pretty one, little light pretty one, that ignore game kill you. You know what I'm talking about? Men know what I'm talking about, especially when young, right? So I learned that from that one. And then the older one, the oldest one I was married to. So you learn, ignore. Like they ain't even there. Q said, drive them crazy. They want you to look at them while they drive by. They want you to see them. You know how you know? Because they would have their phone when I caught on to it. They all got their phone. I'm like, damn. Now that they don't do it though so much, because I don't even pay attention to them. I know what you're doing. You're a low level dog. You see what I'm talking about? You're a puppet. So why even look at you? You're a puppet. You're not even the person that pulling the strings. You gotta see what I'm talking about? So you minimize the ops, the dominions, their mindset. And they're gonna eventually, hey, look, this shit ain't working. Whoa. See the frustration? See the frustration? And they want to start working, dog, but I'll pay you more. See what you're able to do. You'll do what? Pay more, feed more energy. And the reality, what the dumbass don't know, you getting the energy. You, the one ignoring all that, alchemize it. You with me? All right. You got that nano. Nano's working on me right now. As I'm talking, you know, they got a remote to it, all right? Or that satellite, they put that satellite up. So now you got that nano in you. So anytime you talking messed up, see, it don't work on me. It's not gonna work on a lot of y'all. You young folks already told you. So I can feel it right now. And they can move it in certain places, thinking it's gonna, you bending over. In a video, this what showed me and confirmed it with me. A beloved say, man, Sean, they bent over and they hurting kidneys, because they gotta go back. When I send it back, and all you gotta do, you can sit in front of them. They can't use it because they the ones sending the stuff back there. That's why nothing is a secret squirrel type thing with me in so many ways. Because I'm telling you stuff that they can't use. You know, and they send that stuff to you. Right? Like Lou said, I rebuke this stuff. All energy, known and unknown, I send back. And you can add to it. Because you are operating in the natural. Most High. May you utilize and reverse all energy back, using all elements: earth, wind, fire, water. See how it goes? Air. Think about what I just said. Air, oxygen. Most High can take that. Do it. Because these people wondering why. How folks dropping, just drop it. That's why I say you don't know God. You don't know Most High. You'll do all this stuff and you don't know that. And it'll go to a diagnosis. That's why I believe that's why a doctor is showing up around here in a doctor's coat, because it's like people dropping, they don't know why. And people pointing at me and it's like, I ain't God. I swear to God, y'all know I ain't God, because there's so many of y'all. If that was I could do, it'd be a. You see what I'm talking about? I be making songs like this. But I ain't him. So you gotta take that with the Most High. That's most High taking away. Right? So eating, be careful what you eat. Eat in moderation. But know that you're a furnace, especially at this opportune time. You see time, you see days going, pow, pow, months going, pow, pow, speed. That's for you too. If that's Earth doing that, you see Earth, boom, body, boom. The existence of it's not so much time. It's, well, I gotta give it time because you can't give it nothing else. But you two are in that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to when you involve yourself in the speed of that, pay attention, pay attention. Anything you want to do and get done, see what I'm talking about? Do it. That's what many saying doing now. The only point is I'm not doing nothing here. It's already been shown to me. They want you to start trying to build here so they can try to tear down stuff. You don't have enough protection here to do what you want to do here and be in that right thing. And then I understand I'm not doing it for these people here. I ain't doing shit for nobody around here because they don't deserve it. That's just what it is. When they show me better, come to me and bring that light. But these people scare God, so we just keep it like that. So what I'll continue those, the little bit that I can do. Right? Most High always have an open for me to do. But Most High knows what's on my heart, knows what space I want to be in and how I do it. So until I get that, you know, these people still playing with paper and all that, documents not coming to me and stuff like that. So cool. They'll pay on that. Wright Adams, New York. So we'll get there, y'all. All right. Eating, diet, and your prayer and your meditation. You'll encompass that. Reason why many tell you to stay in your prayer and meditation is just simple. Evil wants to get next to you and do things to you. Evil can compete with you when you're disconnected. Makes sense? Understand why I say I walk with Most High every second, minute, hour. Evil wants to get in your space. But Most High won't let evil in your space if it's not serving you. And you know you don't want evil. So you got to want evil. See what I'm talking about? For Most High not to F with you. This is just reality. You have to be evil for Most High to disconnect from you. Now, you heard what I said. For those who know how I work, why are you able to do? Because in some ways you connect with evil. That's in your eyes. Because you've lost what is evil and not evil. You do evil, but you don't think it's evil. See how it go? So you've lost what's evil and not evil. You do evil, but you don't think it's evil. See how it go? See how it go? So when they come in your space, beloved, you knowing and aware every second, every minute, every hour. Most High is with you. That's what they have to continue. That's your shield. That's your cavalry. Mm-hmm. Those beloveds who get strike still and, you know, die, whatever, get torn up by evil and stuff because they didn't cross the line with evil already. And they're trying to get back over here with God. But God didn't already say it. You're still connected to evil in so many ways. Not for the right reason. See, when I connect with evil, because evil does exist underground, right? Underground. But not the evil that you associate with. It's the evil of the trafficking. It's the evil of the guilty by association. Am I right, underground, beloved? See how it go? All the entities that come with underground, just like on top. You're a politician, and you using your position for evil. But you're a voyeur down here and and you know what you do brings pleasure to people, release stress, all kinds of stuff that it does. And you operate in that zone rather than operating, yeah, I help traffic, yeah, I give my child up so they can be a part of it, or whatever. Or we do it for ritual purposes. Y'all know, don't be stupid with it, right? I'm just giving it to you. It's all about what's the purpose in it. Because think about it. God's love. Most High's peace, Most High's unity, Most High's passion. Who consummates that every day? I'm saying somebody. Come on, beloved. The ones who do it right. See what I'm talking about? So it don't matter top or bottom, because everybody, it's in the book. Don't anybody love me? Is there anybody? Most High saying that too. It's written. And then there's in there that says, ain't nobody. That's why you brought Fifth Element movie, right? And at the very end with Die Hard and Zeke, she's crying. He taking her to the chamber so they can save Earth, right? And what are they using? Stones. Where's East? Stones. That's why I say point East. Stone. And her being the fifth element. Zook, please find some passion, compassion, and tell God that we good down here. We can do this. Please. Yeah, and the point was to show her we can find some people, we can find some situations where the earth is worth saving. Surely. And that was Bruce's job. You see what I'm talking about? Because if he couldn't do that, then she can't activate. And what do you have to do? A human had to learn love this godly sent individual, right, to show earth is worth saving. What did the human have to do again? The human had to show love, compassion, and empathy to this human. To the celestial. That's what she was. You gotta look at the movie, Fifth Element, and to show Most High, who she's connected to, that there's love and it's worth saving them. If not, that Earth's gonna be destroyed. Now you're looking at the Earth being destroyed, optic-wise, in an entertainment, but we see meteors, right? Meteor, right? We see stuff happening, right? Right? What you thought? And what's gonna happen? Just being honest, it's gonna get far worse. So this is the reality of 144 kicking in. You have to ask yourself, this what you want? That's why this stuff is written. 144 what? 144 change makers here for sure. 144 out here, steadfast, talking the same way. Small, big, large, right? But that's to show that it's real. Right? This is happening. And it should be adhered to in so many ways. We're not here to rewrite the rules or dictate. No. Let it be known. And Most High's, as Most High's vessel, this is real. Don't forget about Most High. You know what I'm saying? You never did it in the past. That's why you got so much stuff and you made it this year's fault. But now you want to kick Most High out. It's like, that ain't gonna work. Why? Because you got more and Most High people registering and waking. Mm-hmm. That's it. We're waking up into the reality. Be able to decipher so well, and you will when it's personal hitting you and you looking on the outside, right? Outside looking in. So much bigger things than trying to get at you, kill you, poison you, and stuff like that happen in the world. That tells you so much. Should tell you anything. Now, you're not why I keep coming is, well, I'm supposed to be able to do this like this. Right? I really am. I'm supposed to, and it's not off no. Oh, you the most did now, spirit now. I got the same spirituality y'all. I don't play those games like that. What it is that the pattern association of what I've done in my life and journey and stuff, combination of everything, was legitimately a reason and purpose for me, and that's why I'm using it now. Make sense? College, being moved around, living where I'm living, and understanding exactly that little town in Big Spring, understanding where I came from in San Jose, right? All that played a loop. Being in Greenville College, transitioning to another little town, but seeing a whole totally, world and stuff like that. For me to be able to be like this, and then going to the Army, and again, and when I went to Greenville, see a whole totally different world and evolving. Because if I would have stayed in Big Spring, that little town, sometimes the evolving is like this. Just being honest. And so many that's from there and got away, and that's what we do. The smart ones. That's not throwing rocks. Not everybody over there. There's some good people in Big Spring for sure. I work for Fur's Cafeteria. That's still standing. He gave me my job. I think I was 17. I think best job I had. Right? Fry cook. So, but go to GC and evolving like this. Why? Because people were there, and I didn't agree because I was coming from California, but people in Big Spring, you know what I'm saying? White, black, tracks, train tracks. See what I'm talking about? Texas. A lot of y'all don't realize that Texas is a southern state in so many ways. It was just as racist as many. Well, I should say hateful, because you know me, it's hate. But we use that word racist because it's a word that you got to put up there to that. Oh, it's not that bad of a word, and I don't mind being called racist. So talk about, but you a hateful fool. You hateful. Yo, hater. Hater. Hey, Mr. Hater. Miss Hater. That ain't my name. My name Miss Pearls. Miss Hater. See how? See how it go? People would rather be called B. Yeah, call me a B. Call me a B. Call me a Nick. Give me hater. Hater. And there go your A. Don't let them be two of them. Hater. And there go your A right next to you. Drink some. You know I had to make it entertaining for you, all right? Why? Let me tell you something. Get on your high horse. Don't worry about nobody else, high horse. I consume so much like this to be able to be counteracted. That's another thing. Information. I ain't calling mine idiots or nothing like that. But I went in that army for a reason, beloved. All right. And I see it every day and every day, all right. Information. We are very equipped information in that military. We are highly informed. And if we don't get highly informed, it's there. Excuse me, God got it. Everywhere. FMs, ARs, everything. You cannot be lost in that military service. Only if you choose to. That's why I'm pinnacle high up there. Right? Information. So valuable. The more you know, the better you are. The less you know, where's the dark? Damn, it's dark in here. Where the light switch at, man? The less you know. See, I'm getting there. Why it's so dark in your life? The less you know, information is power. You know why I say that? Because I got ignorant. Beyond ignorant 50-year-olds, older. See, I'm getting it? So I know what I'm fighting. No, we don't want you on here. It's more jealousy and hatred, right? To the fact that I can't be. I'm not. Why I can't be like him. Why I'm not a parent like him. Just being real. No ego, no nothing. This is a reality. And that not to shed that off and get rid of that and just use it as a stepping stone, because we're all evolving about the same time, and understanding that I wasn't a great parent, just like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? OGT. And based off what I, you know what I'm saying, went through. Knew the parenting that slipped through my hands and just did better. Some of us can't gravitate like that. We don't evolve that way. So a lot of your own people gonna have their own issues at you and not look at themselves in the mirror. That's why I put mirror up there, because I'm your mirror. Go look at yourself. If you have to measure and equate off of me, that's fine. I have no problem. But I'm not sitting up here telling you that, oh, I got the answer. No, I'm the example. I'm the counseling example. I can counsel in healing. I can counsel in understanding, self, things like that. You see what I'm talking about? So I do that. But that's going to strike a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? It's not here or there. Right? But that don't mean you shut down. Because that's the thing they want you to do. When you're so healthy for plugged in and stuff, like others, and they've been doing it for so long, I know it strikes you. You've been doing so long. I've been doing it. Who are you? And it's like, man, that's your hang up. That's your hang up. And I'm not what I'm not gonna lose. I understood. I let the diaspora go. I let Vicky Diller go. I let that Scott Phillip dude go. I let all these people know me. They know supposed to be family and all this stuff. They ain't shit. Being honest. When that crap person came up, wrote up on a video, thinking they spiritually scaring me, and I'm looking like, no, you ain't nothing but a decrepit crip waiting to fucking go in that casket. All them problems you got. So that tells me so much right there. So we just direct more, and more pinpoint to the people, because when you do that, things are disconnected, and then that's when stuff starts. You see what I'm talking about? Activating in so much way. So we love it. Respect, right, to the Williams family out there. Y'all hold on. Kitty cat ain't gonna save you. I'm being honest about that. I'm being totally honest about that. That shit gonna run out. So, what else? Be very. Don't be. Try. No, sorry about that. Be very studious about your practice and make it your own, your personal. The reason why I tell you that, because then you start invoking that personal relationship rather than that coat of BS relationship that was sheltered out to you and has been traditional. See what I'm talking about? You can fall under that illusion. What I mean, I make my prayer. You'll never hear my prayer the same. You know why? That's an institutionalized way of thinking. I want you to see. I always give me a personal effect of my own to my prayer, my meditation. Why? Because that's my signature. That's how Most High knows. It's shown. That's shown. Yeah, that's shown. But when you go, pay attention, and you use the provocations of, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I'm telling you, personal compared to group influence, compared to group talking to Most High, and you personal, there's a difference, because you'll be operating different. You'll be operating for the group, not knowing you want to be personal. No, you're for the group, and when you're for the group, you're for that leader who's teaching you how to say it just like this, and everybody standardizes it. Understand? But when you make it personal and you're at home, shouldn't it be personal? I'm not praying for the group and da-da-da. It's not being selfish, none, but I need this right now, protection, da-da-da, me. Because in the group, you don't know when the group go home. You don't know what the fuck they doing. You know, y'all just prayed at the church in the group, da-da-da, and then somebody went home and they messing with a voodoo doll. That falls on you, because you was in that group praying with them to the Most High. Not following you as, yeah, your fault. No. Just you in that aura. You keeping around that voodoo doll, and you don't even know. This is what I'm saying. So that group prayer, cool. Get home, individual prayer, Most High. See what I'm talking about? All energy, woo, known and unknown, da-da. Washing it off of you. Taking your bath, your salt bath, da-da. Make sense? Good. Because your pastor, your ministers do that. They've been doing it. You have to dictate that's good or bad, because you come from them. I know when I was going to church and stuff, I can attest, except for the exception of this church, which was bad. I'm just being honest. Right across the street. Wasn't good for my family. Other churches, you could tell, because you go away and you just feel. Watch this. We had a church in El Paso. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Church in El Paso. I go to church. I'll go to church. And my spouse, that's her thing, da-da-da-da. Because I practice all. You see what I'm talking about? I don't close it off. To make a healthy relationship. But I notice, I promise on everything you love, baby. The one with a Z, watch this. From Louisiana. Fake church stuff. Go to church, look good. That type of people. Every time we... You're the best, Lord. Undeniable. Cannot be denied. Beloved, we go to church. Message be good. We could be holding hands in church and stuff like that. Know what you said last night? Light skin with glasses. Know what you said? You could read. You knew what I was gonna say. In church, whisper in my ear. Oh, God, baby, can you pull them? Yeah. That type, just showing the effects. You know, like come out that church. Come out these churches. And it was this particular church, Dyer Street, prominent in that, you know, because she was that type to, let's go to the church with a prominent, go, you know, okay, I mean, church. Nice church, big. Every time on more than not. Argument, fight, disconnect through the week. Yeah. Now I was told you have to watch it because with the zodiac things that I don't. I don't know who told me. It was when I was diving into for the second time that I got abreast of it was about 4 years ago. Of signs that are compatible with you. I believe that's important. I believe my cross signs that are compatible with me are Pisces, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. That's crazy. If they're across from me, I think they're across from me. I have to look at it, but you look diagonally what's across from you, usually what's around you. Sometimes I never did register that until being out in these relationships, and then me and this Virgo being together twice. I was like, oh Lord. So you were dealing with forbidden. We both were dealing with forbidden fruit. Let's say that, because I do believe there's when we don't. There's a science to this. Think about that. If you get together, the purpose of getting together, why not scientifically get it right? You know I'm telling the truth because you take that back to these families who still practice traditional marriage, finding their daughter or son, right, preserving them for marriage ahead. You're like, how you married? You 13, you 15, 5. Well, they already got me playing. Why? Well, this family is grooming this child to be a certain way, just like this family's grooming this child to be, and they operating autonomously. You see what I'm talking about? The family be growing them wisdom, da 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 da, so that when they come together, da da. Now people don't like that because it's like, well, I don't know, and da da. Well, that's not the purpose though, and you'll get to know them. You know, you'll grow love. But the purpose is we're putting two divine entities that ain't been tampered with. See what I'm getting? Ain't been tampered with. See what I'm getting? And so they'd rather have them families understanding here, this ain't been tampered with, you know, rather than us over here. She still told America, who your daughter been with? Shit, I don't even know. You know? I don't know what kind of demon. Who your son been with? I don't know. Let's let them get together. You know, let's get that. It'll work out. But no work, right? So you value those parents to still vet men that's trying to be with their daughters. Parents vet a daughter that their son want to be with. Yeah, that's power. I got that. I understand that. Because with that comes, okay, are we marrying to break up? Because them the components here to come up. The components are here are grooming their children and to be responsible for longevity. That's why we instill so much into you. That's why you're not gonna have a whole bunch of boyfriend, girlfriend, if none at all, until it's for longevity. With that over here, now we do it. Hey, yeah, Bomb and Keisha, y'all won't get married? Yeah, just a phase. What? Yeah, don't worry about it. 80% divorce rates, all that stuff. We just do this stuff for a phase, though. It's over there. Tradition. That's what scares your society, our society of Islam. Mm. Ain't so much the Sharia law. It's not the killer. It brings back a lot of discipline. Don't let them fool you. Some folks don't want to be disciplined. I'm serious too. That's the stuff I like to do to the Islam. Man, now, bro. Bro! Sean! Really? Really? I'm like, really? You ain't God? Really? You know what I'm talking about? I ain't in your circles running. I don't be looking for you. Respect you though. I got books. Read them. I practice a little bit of it though. You know what I'm talking about? But that's my will, my choice. God gave me that. Some of the greatest spiritualists know that. God gave me my willpower. God gave me this willpower. You too. Apologies. Did you choose to transfer and give your willpower to idiots and people who cloud you and make you think you all effed up? And how the hell that can be? God, Most High, still punishes, still gets rid of people. God made me. And what it is the most powerful evil in him. No, God made me. And so, beloved, when you reading a comment below somebody's content, who you looking in, you can feel the power on them too. It's like our power going like this, but we so powerful understanding that we can go like this because they could talk to me and say, all right, look here, you here, but calm down. That's when you know. You go down in the comments and you see some, I got to be the greatest man in the world. I done took on every death magic in history. Knowing that I had they so-called one of their heaviest hitters that should be locked up in Bryan, Texas, walk by me. And I think I just seen that bitch drive by in that goddamn truck. She just a shapeshifter like that and can do that. Maxwell. What's up, Brian? You related? I hate it if you would. Or anybody. So, but God. But Most High, that's why. But Most High. And what's so gratifying is the right people are seeing. You young folk. And with so many young folks, our praises to you. Our praises to your ability to come off of the cuff of illusion. Our praises to you for getting your strength connected to Most High. You will be more easier to connect, and that's what they fear. That's what society fears, because you've already shown the compass of not listening to ignorance. That's all it is. Authority. People trying to put law on you and act as if they're law abiding, and they're not law abiding. You see what I'm talking about? They could care less about the law. They just want to make sure they got some kind of control over you, because many use the law against you and to benefit for themselves. See how that go? See how that go? So you're dangerous right now, highly dangerous. Why? Because you're not listening to them. You ain't listening to the average human being that's been talking out the side of their neck. There's not a preacher, a minister, anybody that they can get out and grasp your energy. But who can? Somebody that don't want to control you. Somebody that love everything about you, young folk. Why? What you think we patted our energy off of? Those that understand, to keep the youthfulness inside. Not to imitate or look like you, but understanding that age ain't nothing but a number, man. Can you tell? Not in that nasty, provocative, and all that kind of way to do you like that. See what I'm talking about? Real talk. So, being that, you're more prone, because you just came, many of you, 15, 18, 20, 25. Most High, where you come from, you. The rest of us been talking and assuming we know Most High, but really forgot because of the attitude and what you see in the streets. See how far we are from Most High compared to you. You just left. You just left. So we over here got consumed in our own and we put ourselves on pedestal and God and idolizing and all this stuff. See how it goes? Where that you don't even, watch this, pay attention. You don't even idolize none of these motherfuckers. You ain't going to the concerts. You can give a fuck about their music and their demon attitude and everything else. See how it goes? See how it goes? You even realizing some of y'all, watch it, the bad ones. And you ain't bad. You're just showing what society is. Watch it. You showing your YouTubes and all that stuff. Shit. Nigga, fuck you. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, hoe. In your suit and your skirt and all that, acting like Justice and Jada. And fuck you, Kingpin and all that thinking. You ain't even looking at it. Look at us. We can do this. We can do it better. I told you, young folk. Fuck what you talking about. You ain't doing it like this. Woo woo. Now, only difference with that, you've released the bullshit authority and accepted your own bullshit authority. Because this authority was bullshit. Where you came from made you act like this to show this authority. You bullshit. You ain't shit. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? So in reality, you putting shit folk that raise you and influence you to be like this. This is what these people don't realize. When you sit up there and take and da-da-da, and act like you goody two shoes in the pulpit and all da-da-da, and when the shit starts to flare out, da-da-da, who you think see it? And all this long time you've been acting like this, and you ain't been shit. See what I'm talking about? So, you're the product that they got to look at. That's why I put the mirror up. These folk got to look at themselves. Who they looking at? And then, watch this, who they blaming? Where you come from? Ooh. Where you just come from? Dang, God, why you send me this bad baby? Dang, God, why all these kids out? Dang, God, dang, God. And these are ministers and preachers and all that pulpit punchers. Infusing that. Our kid, woo woo. You know why? Why they mad at God? You know what How dare I blame myself? I live in this mansion. Didn't I tell you? God gave me this mansion because I'm good. Because I talk good. How dare I blame myself and put the finger on myself? God put me on TV as an evangelist. God love me. That's a confirmation I'm doing the right thing. Of the abundance I got. Not of how the congregation do. If they rich, poor, if they elevating off of what you say. See what I mean? I'm part of the Fortune 500. I know God love me. How you figure that? You're a preacher, a minister, and all this stuff. Your credibility through God is through your people. Are your people elevating? Are your people rising? Your people got jobs and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I would love to see statistics. Somebody out there holler at me, young folk. Go in some of these churches, they still open. They still doing it. Go membership. And go see how many homeless in that church. Go see how many mortgages and people got houses and stuff like that and everything good. See what I'm talking about? Stuff like that. Because the preacher sitting up there, he good. She good. Life good. Guaranteed. That's why you in that mega church and all this stuff. See if you back on the church mortgage and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, check around. Do your homework. Talk to people and stuff. You been in the church 10, 15, 20 years? Yeah. And in the years I watched your pastor and all them. I watched them go from a Volkswagen Bug to a Maybach. I watched that in Twitter. What you? How about you? You still driving this Ford Tempo over here? That's what I'm talking about. Check yourself out. Right? Now, for those beautiful beloveds, you have a chance redemption within yourself. You don't need your parent. You don't need no guardian. You don't need no pastor, no preacher, and all that stuff. I'm here to tell you to transition your life. You just need to envelop in yourself and love yourself. Now, what they can do is assist you faster to get there because they know the medicine is all that. You already have the wealth of knowledge on you to protect yourself against people if they're nefarious with their actions. Right? That's how you're able to detect a good leader, religious leader, all right? Because they don't want nothing from you, but they're gonna want to put everything in you. A good religious leader wants everybody on smarts, wants all people to be brilliant. Don't want nobody being stuck on stupid. Don't want no robots in their congregation. A real good religious leader, real good. A good religious leader will want you in so many ways to mimic and emulate them with their blueprint, because they walking in the example of what a good law-abiding person is, a person with empathy and stuff for their brothers and sisters out in the street. So the pastor and the minister, just like me as a chief, I told you when I was in that military, hey, you ain't finna work me dog shit. You ain't finna work the dog shit out of me. Not Sean. No. But what I'm finna do, and even if you try, you gave me some Indians. Guess what? We're gonna have a whole lot of chiefs. But there's only one with the cover up. You gave me Indians. But don't be upset when you see a whole lot of chiefs. What do I mean? Captains come to my section or whatever, answer any question. What's on Sean? What you need, sir? Well, you ain't gonna be able to. So you ain't. And surgery be like that. Oh, I got the N out and the Singar and da da da. He told me you was coming and da da da. And it's still there like this. Yeah, motherfucker. That's how you win. That's how you win. Everybody. Nobody stuck on stupid. That's a real good leader. Right? But you see in our society, leaders like sheep, chiefs, not chiefs, sheep, not chiefs, sheep. Do as I say. Beat your kid gay, beat him. There's churches out there like that. When that's not what that is, that ain't gonna work like that. Sometimes. So we have to get very good. And shots to all. I'm taking aim at all because they love taking aim at me. So I'm like Denzel say, hey man, don't you was right. But you understand, bro. Y'all see that I have to get more info on what this construct is, all the pieces, and I just don't want to be talking outside my neck because I know I won't be. You have to wait time patiently so that you connect these so much. I got so much in my head that overlap the right pieces and put the right puzzles together and not get it mixed up and stuff like that, knowing that that's the reason why they want they based off your mother being schizophrenic and bipolar, so they don't understand. That's what I'm saying. We lost scientists. Listen to me, bro. You lost. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. All right? This is life saving for us humans. Because we're not paying attention what we're losing. We know we're losing, things are changing, but are we really visualizing purpose going to perspective? Purpose. You're losing because we get old and you die. And so we got prominent scientists, doctors, all these beautiful beloveds that were actually pillars, right? When they pass away, that's somebody you lose that helped keep stuff together, not falling apart. So you need somebody put in place of that. I'm one. So many of you one, you just don't know it yet. Because you stop growing or stop evolving and start thinking at the moment because you lost your pillar, your master, your sensei that led that way, that effort, right? Now this is the time where so many gonna step in and they gotta become the pillars. They gotta become the noble ones to keep things standing and evolving. Evil don't like to evolve. You gotta understand that. Not the way you think. Not for humans. Evil like to evolve for itself, self-serving. See what I'm talking about? So it don't encompass a unity factor thing because evil says, I don't need everybody. And when it says that, understand, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. See that? When divine talks, I need all of it. we all kick in that little mustard seed, ours, in our heart, just that little mustard seed, and act accordingly. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be sitting on King Baya, come out the house. All right, 1, 2, 3, kumbaya. No, shit. That's sheep shit. Something. Walk out your house singing your best song. Because if you walking out your house singing your best song, in days like this, doing what we doing, is it really gonna be dark? Kick that people! Fuck the blah blah! Take that! Nah, don't correlate. They don't correlate. They don't correlate. They don't correlate. But some it do, because they're going out to do. See how I go? That ain't you. That ain't you. So many of us looking for a piece. Put that nice little music, something to resonate with us, something to get us bopping. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, whoa. Or a little melody, ease us in there. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? So your chord bringing it outside, that type. Peaceful tone, die down a little bit, stuff. So you can interact with our children and stuff. Who's missing us? Your children missing you. Your children. Your children. Whether you have children, don't have children, or don't feel that they're your children. They're your children. You older than any children out here, they're your children. Whether you like it or not. Because it's the energy of one. Most High decided like that. You know what I'm saying? How dare I? But you got to know that. Right? You don't know that? Sit back, watch. Examples will come through. Learn. Take the traits. That's something to imitate. That's something to follow. You know what I'm saying? But all this, the stuff like many know, you can do it. You do you. You know, go get your Sir Williams. But it ain't gonna last long. And then you're gonna have to own that when time comes. Why was you trying to walk in somebody else's shoes? Why was you trying to clout? You know what I'm saying? And it don't matter what level. And one thing they know for sure, you can't. Money ain't got nothing down on this. And what you wear on your head today, what others don't wear, ain't got a fucking thing to do with it. All praise to the Most High. All hail the Most High. Watch this. Where they got their night shit from. How the fuck I'm gonna get knighted by somebody who don't know what a knight mink look like? You carry one Sefer. I carry the natural understanding of the Sefer. Grand Rising.